of course, there's also this case in the International Criminal Court, although, we see why people in Africa have long referred to the ICC as the International Caucasian Court, or I prefer International Colonial Court, because Netanyahu has an outstanding arrest warrant, and yet Netanyahu constantly is traveling to the U.S. He was just in the White House in Washington a few weeks ago, meeting with Trump. No consequences. Israel flew over French airspace, and the French government that claims to be a supporter of freedom and democracy, and they even claim to support the ICC, they did nothing. They allowed this wanted war criminal who's wanted by the ICC to go to the U.S. So what this really shows is that the ICC arrest warrant was marketing. I mean, I was always I hate to sound cynical, but I was always very skeptical about it. I knew they would not act on it, and now we see that. And furthermore, by the way, right after Trump came back into office, he put sanctions on the ICC. This didn't get a lot of attention because Trump literally signed hundreds of executive orders, and it's easy to get distracted by all of the crazy things that are happening. But, the Biden administration was threatening to put sanctions on the ICC. Trump put sanctions on the ICC, and here we are. And then, just a few days ago, the ICC arrested the former president of the Philippines, Duterte. And of course, this is obviously because Duterte was very friendly to China. The current leader of the Philippines is the son of the longtime dictator whose crimes were way worse than Duterte's crimes and never faced any consequences. Ferdinand Marcos Sr., he stole billions of dollars from the people of the Philippines. And now his son with the same name, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., Bongbong Marcos, is the president. No consequences. So what we see is that the ICC has made it clear there's a set of rules for certain countries, in the global south, of certain skin complexion. If they're dark-skinned, if they're white in the global north, no consequences. Netanyahu, who's an American, he had U.S. citizenship 2 times, spent most of his formative years growing up in the U.S., no consequences.